Welcome to TTK. Today we are finally answering your questions and doing the Q&A we promised you many moons ago. So we just kind of let the Q&A die, but we're going to do our best to answer your questions on Instagram, which is @TTK_UK, and also from our first time ever Discord server, which is TTK, and the link is for that is in the description. Remember, if you're new here, please make sure you press subscribe and also the bell notification button next to it, so you can stay up to date with everything we do. It's good for you. Also, I'm going to apologise in advance for the changing light in this video. At the moment, the sun is currently sitting on us. So, Instagram. Zukoska Marta said, what do you think of Feel Special by Twice? As you guys know, I have a love-hate relationship with girl groups, partly because I've never vibed with them before. Twice, however, I'm getting more and more time for Twice. I think Twice occupy that really fun area of pop, the bit like Red Velvet, where it's like, obviously they take themselves seriously because they wouldn't be doing it otherwise, but it's just fun and I love that. And I think you can't be a K-pop fan, wow. You can't be a K-pop fan without having a little place in your heart for Twice, even if you're not a massive girl group fan. So that's where I'm at. What got me into Twice was Dance the Night Away, and I unashamedly love that song. You can't say that word, so stop saying it. It's unashamedly. 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 We can see our front door from here, and I think we're about to get a delivery, and he'll see right in because we've got a bright light shining on ourselves. If we were about to get a delivery, why would he be over the other side of the road? Irutsi says, any plans to visit Korea soon? We haven't made any secret of the fact that we desperately want to go to South Korea. We were kind of hoping to go this year, but living in London is expensive. It's not happened yet. It's just, all of a sudden. It's difficult to plan a trip to Korea when all of your money is being spent on rent. Living in London. We're gonna move somewhere else. There's too much sun and it's just not working. Right, we're upstairs now because this room is less bright. So, South Korea. We want to go next year. April? I don't know. Ula Tatar said, do you have any underrated K-pop recommendations? Yes. I don't like the phrase underrated because it would imply that someone isn't successful. However, I'm always going to scream Card because I think they're great. Card, I feel, are doing amazing. It would be really cool. You're doing great, honey. Sweetie. I think Everglow deserve more love. Bonbon, is it Bonbon Chocolat? Bonbon Chocolate. Yeah, that's the one that I love. That's the one I love. Anyway, Everglow, and I also think we need to give more time to GOT7, particularly in Western markets. Do we want them on the UK radio? Yeah. Absolutely. Do I want to interview them when they next come back to the UK? And did I tweet about it earlier? And did it get support online? 100%. Do I want to be best friends with Jackson Wang? Watch this space. Ashley VLZO says, your opinion on hate Supreme has gotten, and almost all of it disappear after their debut. I had one very simple opinion on, I never feel like it's right to send hate to anyone online because I think that the internet can be a very hateful and negative place. Also, the chances of the idol seeing that you're directing at them is quite high, and I think the chance that there's no point sending hate to idols because at the end of the day, they're kind of beholden to their company, and if SM wants to do something, they don't have to do it. Obviously, they can say no, but there is that. Obviously, that's their career sway. As much as we love to see it, sometimes I think people don't like to see a fully branded, like a fully developed group just appear out of nowhere, particularly when those members already have groups they're part of. And I think the reason they got hate is because, Taemin's not going to give any time to Shiny, blah blah blah, all these other members are going to prioritise Super M. Obviously that's not the case. But the reason they no longer got hate is because they invented a word to encapsulate both jumping and bopping. Jumping. No wait. When it's jumping, I'm popping, I'm jumping, not bopping. Steph said, not K-pop related, but how are you? Steph, I'm good. Actually, I'm feeling like that sparkle emoji you put in your question now. Thanks, Steph. I'm good. I hope you're good too. You're such a peach. M says, is there a K-pop question you feel like you haven't been asked yet? No. Well, no, sometimes there are. Like, there's a few that I've got on Instagram here that I was like, we've not been asked that before. Yeah, will you host a radio show in the UK dedicated to K-pop? No, 100%. People aren't going to ask us that question. You want a radio commissioner to ask. A commissioner can ask me that question. I want Radio 1 to ask me that question. And I'll be like, yes. M said, are you enjoying the Patreon Discord, a chat as much as we are? Yes. I didn't pay M to ask this question, but she can. She knows where that spawn is at. For all of you guys that don't know, but we have a Patreon, and one of the perks to joining our Patreon page, by the way, if you'd like to check it out, the link is below. We've kind of thought it would be like a first for K-pop in the UK, and further afield if you are, to just have a place where you can chat about all different things, including K-pop. We also have anime, K-dramas, movies, food,
everything really,
everything.
actually.
Non-K-pop pop. I'm going to tell everyone in here now. Everyone, say hi. You're in a video. Seconds of Sarah sent sugar. Who's less crossed? I don't know if I find that funny. I just did. Tintin says you're stuck on a desert island with a K-pop band. Which one?
I've got an answer.
Well, there's things we need to know first. Is this
No,
desert
I've got an
island
answer.
like?
I've got an answer.
Can it support life?
I've got an answer.
Go on then.
I'd go with NCT, all of NCT's different variations and subgroups, because if you got hungry, you could eat someone. And there's a lot of them.
Cannibalism. I thought it was out of focus. To be honest, do I really want to take any idols with me to a desert island? We're all going to die. Horrible,
we've all
horrible
seen
pain, slow deaths. I'd take Jin from BTS because
really
he's
tall.
the mother of the group and he can cook for me. And I'm sure he can rustle something up with a coconut and a crab.
BTS Stan account says, which is your favourite BTS solo?
Easy. First Love, Sugar from the Wings album.
I should say that because Sugar is my bias. Chef's kisses. Epiphany? No, wait.
So
what's-
unoriginal.
Singularity.
V's.
V's Tay song, purely for the fact that when you see it live, not to brag, but I have now seen them like 3 times.
Twice.
3
Oh
times.
my god, yeah, twice I do.
That choreography is really good, and it never fails to impress me. So to me, that's a sign of a good song. It sounds good, but it's also brilliant live.
The visuals, stunning.
And-
And also appreciation chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle. I let it rain. Clear it out. I let it rain.
BTS_Stan account says your opinions on how YG treat Blackpink. Controversial. This is a controversial question. I feel as though we see some things on social, but I do believe that YG does have Blackpink's best interests at heart. I also feel like the girls are enjoying the journey, but it does seem to me that they are overworked, and I think sometimes they're seen as a cash grab for YG. I said what I said.
Blackpink aren't going to do something they don't want to be doing. I'm not taking that away from them. But at the same time, I think their diary and everything is controlled by the label. So ultimately, does the blame of overworking fall on Blackpink or the label?
I hope the girls have time for themselves, and I hope I just rhymed. I hope the girls have got time for themselves. I hope they can sit down and have a cup of tea every now and again. Like this. Honey. What do you look for in the perfect K-pop group from Fion Hooper?
Fire.
Fire, passion, originality.
Beef.
To be honest, I always get into a group if like the first song I listen to is a bit of a dark track. I like an edge.
That's not news at this point though, is it? Because I think we say it in every video. Just a bit of edge.
Yeah, a bit of grit. I really loved Winner the first time I heard them, and the same for Pentagon. And 101, just because each song, I think 101 is energetic, isn't it? And that was what I listened to first. Wait, is that Winner?
What groups did you used to stand but you don't like as much anymore? I don't think it's a case of not liking as much anymore. I think it's just a case of they've not released much, and also
They're not in their listening habit anymore.
yeah.
Block B, I used to love Block B.
They had their own stuff going on though.
It's really, really good. Who are they under?
Exactly.
I used to like Vix, VIXX a lot.
But I think it's because that was that one song.
Emily Charlton says, if you could bring any artist to London who hasn't come already, who would it be? EXO. EXO need to come to London. I would also bring Red Velvet quite urgently.
Yeah, or twice.
And I say this with utmost urgency. I do think that we need to have BTS back ASAP. I know they've already been, but...
I would happily have Taemin come over and do a solo show.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be there for that.
Can you imagine that in like the Electric Ballroom or something like that, just doing one Taemin show, Brixton Academy.
Yeah.
Monster X plus one ho
Monster X as
too
a
soon,
as
too
a
soon.
7-piece.
as a 7-piece. Aren't they just Monster then?
Here are our questions from Discord.
Discord. I set up a Q&A channel which is now private.
Now we look too bright.
Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know.
Red Velvet on the other side.
Weren't you? Wait. No. Becky says, after university, did you guys have any idea what you were going to do next? I'm in my 3rd year and I have no idea what I'm going to do when I graduate.
Not a clue.
Good luck, Becky. Honestly,
Not a clue.
it's a big wide world out there. Not to poo on your university experience, because you'll get some great experiences and knowledge and skills from it. However, not a clue. Honestly, I went out into a job that had no reason to have a degree, and then we ended up doing YouTube videos full time.
There's no wonder Jack's fell out of uni.
What?
Didn't need it.
Emily says, are you going to play the new Pokemon game? If so, which version are you going to get? I can't.
Sword.
I can't afford to get a Switch and the game at the moment while I'm trying to pay bills in London. £200 that I can't do without until payday.
I'm at a situation where at Christmas time I run out of things to ask like people to get me. This year's different. Like, I want a pair of gym trainers and Pokemon Sword. So I think I'm going to have to wait until Christmas. Well, hopefully it's one of those things where my parents will get it and be like, look, you can have it early because I know you're going to really enjoy it.
Are you 4 or 27?
Why don't you go away?
Giorio says, who's your favourite rookie group? Stray Kids and 80s at the moment are doing it for me. But TXT have come out of nowhere and owned everyone's hearts.
Wait, so let's do a quick round. Basically, TXT, I think they had high expectations on them and people were going to always be upset with what they brought out. And now they've just proven themselves song after song because every single song is a bop. And I feel like it was always going to be a tough job for them because they have stable mates at BTS.
Is this quickfire or not?
Sorry, I was trying to be quick.
Which BTS collab would you prefer? Katy Perry, Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift? Lady Gaga, 100%.
Katy Perry also.
I don't think Taylor Swift would be a very good combination for them.
I think there's a reason she hasn't done many collabs because I don't think she's got a very distinct sound, and also I just feel like I love Katy Perry so much. Lady Gaga is also iconic.
Amanda, who is a Patreon, says favourite memory of 2019 so far. Monster X, meeting them.
Oh yeah,
pretty sick.
We said this at that thing we went to, the K-pop competition, but seeing Monster X live, their show was by far one of the best shows I've ever seen live.
And also, my other favourite moment was being so pleasantly surprised at how well GOT7 entertain a crowd. If you could choose anyone, dead or alive, to interview, who'd it be and why from Tintana?
King Henry VIII.
Barack Obama. Worldwide Funny Girl says, what was the best experience meeting idols and why? I think it was really cool meeting Day 6, partly because we had time to chat.
It felt like a journey.
Jay, lovely guy, and we also took our ex-Radio 1 producer and a boyfriend along with us, and they had time for all of us,
which is great.
Really nice.
Meeting Monster X, I think we've discussed this at length before, but forgetting how to speak, that was fun.
Well, thank you for sending all your questions on Instagram and Discord and also Twitter, but we didn't include any Twitter questions.
I hope it was worth the wait. Did you feel like you got something from this? I hope so.
I hope you did.
If you are new here, please feel free to press the subscribe button. Also, here's a fun idea. We're thinking about doing Q&As more regularly, so if you've got any questions for us, feel free to comment them down below or comment them on Discord or on Instagram posts and we'll go find them.
And we'll see you guys again on the weekend because we're going to do a live stream.
Oh yeah,
I think.
Oh yeah.
Stay posted. I'll put it on the community tab, but we'll let you know what we're doing.
Thanks again to our Patreons for supporting this video. If you would like to get involved on Patreon or Discord, the links to that are down in the description or just down there.